Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is doing well. We're gonna go ahead and just do a general message for you guys. Let's just pop in and see what's going on. If that's something that interests you, go ahead and stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's gonna have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini tribe. However, if you vibe, you tribe. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you are returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope that you're doing what's best for you, though. Thank you for all the love, all the support, Gemini. Thank you for all the good vibes, okay? Let's go ahead and break it down like a pound and get into this, okay? I don't really want to, I'm not that I'm trying to rush through this. I just want to be able to film a couple readings this evening. Okay, so wakey wakey, what's going on with Gemini? Ooh, it wanted to come out but it didn't. What's going on with Gemini? What do they need to know? What does Gemini need to know currently, please? What does Gemini need to know currently? Oh damn, what is this? Oh my gosh, it's make a move. Okay, Gemini, okay, they really wanted me to make a move and grab that card off the ground, so yeah, so something could be in motion right now. The way that they look like they're dancing, you could have seen some kind of musical recently, or you went to some kind of theater, or maybe you've been in some kind of performance. Gemini, you could be trying to get more active. You definitely could be trying to move your body more, or just overall, like, it feels like increase your energy. I'm seeing oranges, so you might be trying to juice or drink more vitamin C, or well, get more vitamin C in you, drink more orange juice, I should say. There is something about juicing right now. We're just trying to kind of increase your energy levels is what I'm getting for some of you. You might feel like your energy is really just, it's not the greatest. Some of you guys might stay up for like days on end and then you just pass out, like you can't help it. So there's this energy of really kind of getting yourself on track. That's for some of you guys. I am getting the energy of, like, again, like physical fitness, but in the aspect of a performer. You could be performing or doing something and Spirit is asking you to make a move. Spirit's asking you to perform, express yourself, start taking action on the things that you want to happen in your life. It is time to make a move, basically, like take a chance, take a leap of faith is almost what I'm getting to with these little fishies, if you can see it. These little fishies that are jumping out, it's almost like Spirit's wanting you to kind of make a move, take a leap of faith, jump into action, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here. And I do feel like you're intuitively feeling this. You've been feeling like you've been being asked to kind of flow with life right now and kind of see where things take you in the most positive way. It's like you're allowing yourself to invest in things that feel good to you, because maybe you do feel like you have been kind of resisting something, or there's been some stagnation. It just feels like the water's moving. I'm noticing that little, is that a little waterfall, a little brook, whatever you want to call it? I don't know. It's moving water. It feels like things are flowing. Your intuition is flowing really strongly right now too. You're getting a lot of intuitive messages and you're possibly creating a lot of magic right now. I'm getting this energy of the otter, of allowing yourself to have fun, allowing yourself to play, allowing yourself to laugh, allowing yourself to sing and dance and just feel good, feel happy, feel excited, allowing yourself to kind of feel like you're in a good space, or just that life is good, or that you're in alignment, you know, you're doing the best you can do. There's something about that. Getting that very strongly. You could be, since there's two people on this card, you could be working with somebody right now to create some kind of magic, Gemini. Take it as it resonates, but that is what I'm getting for somebody. It could also be a partnership. This could be a soul connection. This could be asking you and somebody else to make a move together. That doesn't necessarily mean like a physical move, but it could be talking about maybe energetically, okay? There does seem like there's like doing the dance or something, like, you know, but very gracefully and very with confidence, okay? So this could be the dance of life. This could definitely be a dance within a connection. If you are connecting to somebody right now, Gemini, you feel very connected to this person and you guys are in sync. Like, you know, one's not out here break dancing and the other one out here line dancing, okay? Like, we're both doing the same dance here. We're in alignment with each other. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, okay? I do feel like, oh, look, on the bottom of the deck, hibernation and regeneration, I feel like that's what you're coming out of. But also, Gemini, you could have spurts, like times you feel very energetic and then times you just pass out. There could have been this energy, really not, again, I'm feeling it very strongly for somebody. Please take it as it resonates, okay? But I'm feeling very strongly for someone that there was a lack of self-care here. There was an energy of kind of, again, sleep deprivation, or maybe not eating correctly, or something like that. It's like not taking care of yourself properly and needing to kind of hibernate and regenerate yourself. You've been doing that. Some of you guys could be using crystals right now to heal yourself, or you might find crystals. That might be something that you do, or you create some kind of jewelry or designs. Some of you guys might be wanting to get bedazzled, like on your body or something, or I don't know. Maybe you want to carry a crystal around you in your pocket for like luck or good healing energy. There's something about that, okay? We do have the earth magic. So things from the earth are very magical for you, Gemini. You might find them, like I call them my treasures, or like my gifts from spirit, like feathers and shells and certain rocks and just pieces of things that like people wouldn't normally recognize, like a twig, or like, for instance, I have a little leaf that's literally, it's a perfect shape of a heart. You know, I'm just like, it's beautiful. I'm gonna keep it. So there's kind of like this energy of like spirit giving you little gifts, or you're noticing those things, or that's just something that you like to do. Maybe you like to find little gifts. Like there's something about that, like nature's treasures. Maybe you find them and I don't know why you would sell them. I would consider them gifts from spirit, but maybe some of you, that's like your calling, is to find nature's treasures and share them with everybody else, you know? There's something about that, like nature's oddities, or you find something odd, like a double acorn, or I have like also something else I've been given or found, however you want to look at it, was like a double leaf. It was like a double leaf, like twins almost, but it was also in the shape of a heart. I see hearts a lot. But anyways, I don't know, like there's a lot of like, I could get into all kinds of things that I found from spirit, like super big, like snail shells that are literally like this big, guys. I'm not even exaggerating. If I cared to go grab it, I would, but it's way in the thing. Anyways, there's just that kind of energy here, okay, of finding treasures from spirit, or treasuring natural things, perhaps. I don't know, maybe wanting to be in nature. There is something significant that happens in nature. Maybe you live out in nature, so it's like if you go outside, you're kind of immersed in the sounds of the birds and the crickets and the little animals, and occasionally you see deer, or you see, I don't know, animals. It feels like nature, like it's surrounding you, Gemini, or you have nature around you, or there's some kind of symphony that you conduct in your life energetically, and when you do, you draw in like animals. Like look at, there's fish, there's cats, there's otters, there's birds off in the distance. Not sure if that's a frog off there, but I think it might be a frog. I don't know. It's like you are definitely pulling in energetically like nature or animals. You might have like a lot of animals that are showing up in your life, or just suddenly around you, like they're being drawn into you because you're in alignment. You've done something to please spirit. I don't know, Gemini, what can I say? Right? With the crown energy, I'm getting this very strongly. Like you have done something that has pleased spirit. And I don't think it's like the kind of thing of like, well, good, because you did what I told you to. Look, gratitude and thanks. I feel like this is actually representing spirit, like very happy, very pleased that you're in alignment. And again, if I can finish my thought, I don't think it's necessarily that you've done something that spirit wanted you to do. It's more like you've stood up for yourself, you have expressed yourself, you've stood in your authenticity, you've followed your intuition. Maybe some of you let your ego to the side or your pride to the side. You've refused to get involved in drama. You resisted some kind of temptation. There's something, like you did something, and it's for you. It's good for you and your path and your life contract and what you're meant to do here. That's why Spirit's proud of you, because you did something that set something into motion for your life, Gemini. And now it's time to make a move. I feel like this is actually continuing to make moves because you've already been making moves. But for some of you, there could be this energy of needing to make a specific move. Like there is something that you are feeling in alignment that it's time to do this. You might have been thinking about this. You might have been sleeping on this for a second or hibernating. I'm kind of getting the energy of like reflection here. Like you've been thinking about this for a minute, about what this entails, how this changes things. I don't know, Gemini, right? Let me get some juice. I don't know. There could be this thing here where you're just a little bit too like, because sometimes you got to be careful. you know, like the shadow side to the hawk energy, because that's what they're showing me in my mind's eye. The shadow side to the hawk is seeing too much into things, looking too much into things, right? Where you're like laser point magnifying glass on something, over analyzing it. So be careful with that. It's almost like Spirit's just wanting you to make a move, because if you look too deep in the future in regards to something, you're not gonna be able to see. Like you don't know. You're not gonna have all the answers. You're not gonna know all the outcomes. That's why we're asked to surrender expectations to outcomes, because you don't know how things are gonna turn out. You don't know. You can have a really good idea. You can have some kind of intuitive notion, right? You can have common fucking sense. And that could be telling you something too, Gemini. But at the end of the day, it could swing any way. You don't really know. So sometimes we have to make moves in faith and not in facts. Okay, so that's just something to consider here. All right, I feel like yeah, there's an affirmation for acceptance here and meditation for peace and serenity. Like you have accepted your role in something, or your path, or your gifts, or yourself. There's something about that you've accepted, or you've accepted a crown. Some of you guys have accepted your spiritual crown here. Like you're ready. Look, we have healing waters, Gemini. Okay, more of this moving water energy, water that is flowing from you. And this is what I'm talking about. You went through something recently with this drought energy in the back, where there was stagnancy, there was a lack of energy, a lack of hope, a lack of vision or focus or acceptance. You might have felt rejected. You're thirsty as fuck. There's some kind of energy here where you weren't feeling at your best, okay? But I feel like with this fox energy here, you were very resourceful, okay? You kind of got yourself through it by maybe some of the tricks that you've picked up throughout your life, maybe your resilience. I think of resilience when I think of the fox, because I think of, you know, creatures that will literally do anything to get what they want. And they're foxes, right? So we can't really hold that against them, that they're going to dig up under the hen house to get to the little eggies. And that's what they are. They're foxes. They're just playing their role, okay? But it's like you have some kind of natural instinct or built-in, like, it's like a resilience, or it's like something that, you know, you got street smarts. Like you have spiritual street smarts, but actual physical street smarts, it's like you always land on your feet. I don't know, foxes give me like cat energy for some reason. They just do. Like I feel like the cat and a fox would probably land on their feet. Like, I don't know. There's something about that. But you do always land on your feet. And some of you have been brought to some kind of oasis, or Spirit has favored you in some type of way. I don't normally say things like that. I don't normally talk about Spirit favoring people and things like that, because I feel like we are the creators while we're here, and Spirit is simply a co-creator. So there is no Spirit stepping in and favoring us a lot of times and making things easier for us. It's karma, it's a blessing, it's what you've earned in some type of way. But I do feel like you are being favored in some kind of way. And again, this could be because of, this is kind of contradictory to what I just said, but it could be because you have earned it in some kind of way. But it's not like it's not selfish. It doesn't feel selfish from Spirit, where it's like, oh, you've done what I've asked you to do, right? It's like you're following my commands. You're following my divine plan, right? Like that doesn't resonate with my belief system. If that resonates with your belief system, cool, roll with that. You have pleased the gods, okay? But for me, I feel like Spirit really wants us to believe in ourselves. Spirit really wants us to do what's authentic to ourselves and follow our own plan, our own divine plan that we created next to Spirit with our ancestors and our guides before we came here. So that's just the kind of energy that I'm getting off of this, is you've done something that was in your soul's plan, okay? You've gotten here to this oasis. You had to make it through this desert first, though. That was part of it. Like, you know, I feel like we all think about when we're like sitting there and we're making our soul's contracts and we're like, well, I'm gonna have $1 million, right? Dr. Evil Pinky, and I'm going to have like a hot husband / wife. I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have all that. I'm gonna have lots of money and sex and cars, and we're gonna, yeah, world peace and all that stuff too. And I'm gonna help people, and I'm gonna have amazing gifts, and I'm gonna, you know, cure cancer. Like, I don't know. I feel like we think those things when we think in our human state of like what our soul's contract is. But for a lot of it, it can be about struggle. It can be about pain. It can be about pushing through and learning resilience. For some of you, it can be that you were meant to be homeless for a period in your life, or you're meant to go through breakup after breakup, rejection after rejection. You're meant to experience some type of thing that rocked your and socked your faith, and make you question everything that you've believed in, even Spirit itself, make you question Spirit. You're meant to go through those things. That's part of your soul's contract, and you have passed through some kind of desert, That's what I'm getting. You passed through it. And now you're at this healing oasis. And it feels like it's connected here. Like, doesn't this kind of feel connected? And it feels like your Spirit's asking you to set something in motion now. Maybe this is what you set in motion to get through the desert. I feel like it's like kind of both. Like you've set something in motion and you're setting something else in motion at the same time. I do feel like you're meeting soul fam too, or you're going to meet a lot of soul fam here moving in the future. You're going to meet people who you're like mind, you have a like mind with this person or these people, or it feels like people. It feels like you're going to meet people that you have things in common with, and maybe they're going to be like mentors or guides, or you guys can help each other learn and grow. It feels like connections are going to be valuable to you. You know, for some of you, you might feel like you had to go through this desert, you had to go through this, drought period by yourself, and now you're meeting people. Because it almost could be like, you know how like some people say, oh, when you start loving yourself, somebody else will love you, right? I hate when people say that, because it's like, trust me, I do fucking love myself. That's why I have such high standards, and I've pretty much kept myself to myself if I'm not going to be treated correctly, because I love myself. So don't tell me that I don't love myself, right? But there is that kind of energy here. Maybe you had to get to know yourself a little bit. Maybe you had to learn to trust in yourself a little bit. Maybe you had to learn how to do things on your own a little bit before you could kind of bring your energy around other people. Just like they're going through their own journeys. I mean, we like to think that, this life is all about relationships and connections and being around other people constantly. But a lot of times you are learning a lot on your own. And a big thing about that is your tenacity. It is your resilience, Gemini. You are very resilient. Okay, you are able to make it through pivotal, really hard points in your life, and you are able to replenish yourself. Some of you guys are feeling replenished right now. Like, again, like I said, literal, metaphorical, whatever, oasis. You feel like you've reached it. You feel like you're being replenished, like literally. Okay? Some of you feel like Spirit is just sending you so much messages, so much energy. Spirit's cloaking you right now. Some of you have felt like some of you have felt like there's been this disconnect from Spirit, or maybe you never really truly felt connected to Spirit, and now this is happening for the first time, and it's amazing, and you don't care how fucking weird you look. I'm sorry, but I mean, I get you. I get you. Okay, I really do. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Some of you guys are like getting like, look at this. Some of you guys are getting like the love, or the sacredness, or the cloaking, the protection, the good vibes, the just everything, the downloads. You're getting a lot from Spirit right now. For some of you, for the first time, or again, you had to pass some kind of test. You did something solo. You might have felt a little bit like you were on your own for a second. Like, yeah, your guides are there, but damn, right? Like you're doing all the hard work, or you're doing the heavy lifting here. It feels like Spirit is like pouring into you right now very heavily, and it feels very good for somebody. Okay, it feels very good to feel the divine, because it's almost like it validates some things. For some of you, it might validate the healing that you've went through. It might validate that you passed a test, or you've overcome something. For others, it could validate that you're not fucking crazy, right? And that you really do hear Spirit. You really are connected. This really is real. Like it's feeling good for some of you to connect with Spirit right now. I'm getting that very strongly. Okay, we have give into passion, Gemini. Come on now, make a move, give into passion, healing waters. You're ready to go. Okay. You're ready to go when it comes to something, like, and it feels good. Look. That's so funny. Change in progress on the bottom. And look where he's coming from. A bumpy fucking ride. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you're very poised right now. This is giving me big Queen of Pentacles energy. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's given the passion, which is talking about, more like fiery energy, I'm still getting very earth energy with this. I feel like you have some kind of skill or talent. We talk about this a lot for a lot of you Geminis that watch me. But there could be something about it that it's like, it's time to give into it. You've recognized it, you've expressed it, you've poured into it, but it's really time to dedicate yourself to something. Go all in. There's something about this where it's like you're healing, right? Maybe you're not sure. There's a blank page here. There's a blank slate to kind of create. But you know very deeply and very passionately what you want to create. That's the energy I'm getting, like what you want to flow in your life. And you went through some kind of transition. I'm getting a lot of like being a musician or singing a song, writing a song. Some of you guys might be feeling like writing poetry. or something, or writing things down, or even doing those little voice notes, like just grabbing your phone and like doing the actual voice notes and just making a notation. If you get like some kind of like in creative inspiration that comes out of nowhere, because I'm getting that, like a lot of creativity, and your ancestors are very pleased. You know, all these animals around your ancestors don't seem stressed. They don't look like they're on guard in any of these pictures. I feel like your ancestors are really happy that you're standing in your power. You're reclaiming some kind of confidence. You're definitely taking care of yourself. You're allowing yourself to connect to the divine, or you're just continuing to, right? But there is something about making a move. I have been talking a lot with just these 3 cards. Okay, we are like, we're like in what, over 20 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and start pulling from tarot, and I'm gonna try to, if I just start saying the same things, because I already got it the first time, it's like I'm not gonna make this too long. Okay, so make a move. What is Gemini being asked to make a move in regards to, Spirit? Let's get some details. The truth. You know something. You know something to be true. And for some of you, this could be needing to express the truth, for sure. For some of you guys, this can be needing to live in your truth authentically in a very real way. Okay, I'm getting that too. But there is this energy of that. We have the World too. For some of you guys, you did make a move and you closed out a cycle most recently, and you feel like that was what you needed to do. That was the most healing thing for you to do, to be able to continue to express your passions or live a healthy lifestyle or happy lifestyle, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Like you closed something that was toxic. You saw something for what it was, and you decided to see the truth in a situation. You didn't gaslight yourself or let anybody else gaslight you, Gemini. Okay, exactly. Taking your crown. That's what my spirits just said. They're like, you picked up your crown. Exactly. You put that shit on, and you were like, this is what I see. Look at the crown. I mean, think about it. I'm just getting this energy of like you're very fixed, you're very set on something, you know something in your heart, and you do want to make a move on something. I'm getting that too. You want to try to bring something into cycle or start a cycle with something. I'm not really getting a cycle close. I'm getting it, but I'm not. It's just different stories. Some of you, yes, that toxic thing that you closed out, but I'm also getting that there's a cycle that you want. With that close of a cycle comes a re-emergence or an emergence of a cycle. That's good, positive, and you're really wanting to focus on that. I get this energy with the Ace of Swords of knowing the truth or clarity about that too. For some of you, again, you are meeting new people. This 3 of Cups, you're meeting like-minded individuals, and that happens when you activate yourself, or you ascend, or you transition past something, you test something, you pass some kind of test or phase, or you overcome something. You do end up coming in alignment with Soul Fam, and I feel like that's what's happening right now. Some of you guys are allowing yourself to laugh, again, allowing yourself to have fun, go out, have a good time, enjoy life. Even if you're not going out to party or go to clubs, you're just going out and doing things that interest you, even if that's driving around, looking at nature, again, dancing in creeks, I don't know, whatever. Digging up crystals and stones, because we picked that up too. Some of you guys are very anxious about making a move on something. You are anxious about transitioning out of something and moving into like a whole new world, or this feels like with the Fool, like a brand new path, and it does feel like it's scary because you got to take a leap of faith here with this path, whatever this new beginning is. I do feel like with this Chariot energy, you want to become balanced so you can make a healthy decision, but you know what the truth is. That's the thing. You know what the truth is about what you need to make a move on, what you need to progress in, what you need to put energy into. Right? What you're going to be successful in, what you're not going to be successful in, but for some reason that still makes you nervous. It still makes you anxious. It's fear because it's change. It's scary as fuck to jump off that cliff. Just because you know that something good is waiting on the other side doesn't make it any less scary. Right? I mean, I don't know. Even if you're like bungeed out and there's like, you are going to be guaranteed that you're going to land on a soft cottony pillow of fucking marshmallows, it would still be terrifying to jump out of a plane. Because what if you don't land on those marshmallows, right? They're telling me I am. They've guaranteed this, okay? But what if I don't? And even if you do, the act of doing it, the act of faith, of throwing yourself into that dangerous situation, it is scary. And there's something here where you do have to do that, or you're asked to do that. You don't have to do shit, to be honest with you. You have free will here. But that is what you're being guided to do. That's what you feel. That's what you know in your heart or in your mind. You've done the research. I feel like that's the thing, right? With the reflection and the hibernation and the regeneration and all that, like, and being in the desert. Damn, don't you know the truth after getting through the desert? Because I know you had time to think while you were out there, right? So it's like, you know the truth. That's the thing. Ace of Swords coming out with what you need to make a move on, what you know to be true. And this involves you having to move forward, but you feel nervous about it. This involves some kind of change, possibly even travel for some of you guys with this Chariot energy, okay? You have to take a leap of faith, though. Cancerian energy out here. We also have Aquarius with the Fool and fire signs with that card. And maybe the Queen of Pentacles. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I'm getting that. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else we have. Why is this making Gemini nervous? Will I be successful? Look, it's still on the bottom. Will I be successful? Will this end up catching me up, right? Trapping me up. Well, see, this is why this is one of those, the Eight of Swords type of energies and situations, because you don't actually know if it's going to. So it's not actually a real fear that you're having. It's not actually the truth that you're feeling right now. Eight of Swords. You know, you're keeping yourself bound up in this very loose toilet paper that you could break free of. There's not even a sword in front of you. You can move forward, but you've already told yourself you can't. But you don't know that. So it's not, that's not factual, you know? You're hoping, you're nervous, you're anxious because you want to be successful in whatever this is, but you don't know if it's going to be or it's not going to be. So that's why you're being asked to take that leap of faith, to move beyond the fears that keep you locked up in that Eight of Swords prison, okay? So that's why you're anxious. You want to be successful. For some of you, your ego is involved too, right? Your image, your maybe finances, or how you're looked at, how you're perceived by people around you, because there are a lot of people on this card, and there could be that. Maybe you're anxious about something that you want to do that makes sense to you. Maybe it don't make sense to everybody else. Like maybe there's this energy of you wanting to go join the ballet or the Cirque du Soleil or whatever. Like maybe you want to do something like that, and you're like, well, what if I do this and then I fail at it? And then everybody saw that I went and did this, right? And I was like, this isn't a phase, Mom, right? I'm sorry, guys. And you're like, but you do it, and then it fails. And you're like, fuck. Now everybody's going to know that I failed. Well, I mean, I don't know. If you never try, you automatically fail. That's the thing, though, okay? I feel like something good is waiting out there for you, Gemini, but it's up to you, right? It's up to you. That's the energy I'm getting. So Spirit's saying make a move. I feel like you are gonna be successful, right? If Gemini makes a move, I feel like with the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, you are going to be successful. I feel like this is going to be something that gives you good vibes, gives you happy feelings, something that maybe makes you think of simpler times or a happier time. It's a reminiscent energy that I'm getting here for some of you. There could be a soulmate that's seen the truth about you, Gemini, and they definitely want to come towards you with the quickness, but they're nervous about how you're going to react, or they're nervous about the situation in general, okay? For whatever reason, maybe it does cause a lot of change and movement for both of you guys. They're nervous about that. But Spirit's saying if you make a move, it looks like it's going to turn out really good. All right, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a tarot card reader, okay, on YouTube. All right, so healing waters. What's this about? Healing waters, okay. We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely, okay, I'm getting a message here. For some of you, okay, doesn't necessarily have to be my masculines, could be feminines too, and you could be dealing with masculines. Please take it as it resonates, but I'm getting two completely different energies. Yep, it's backed up by the Three of Cups. I'm getting two completely different energies, and I am getting the energy of somebody who is cleansing themselves of something that wasn't that great. Maybe this is what this is representing for some of you. It's representing an energy that was kind of negative, right? We picked up on that already. Somebody could have had options and they chose to go with something that feels authentic to them. It feels like it's going to be healing to them. They're cleansing themselves from something that didn't feel healthy, and they're going towards what does feel healthy. Take it as it resonates, okay? This could be talking about love. This could be talking about situations, families, friendships, job opportunities, work, healthy habits, right? Whatever. But that's what I'm getting. Something that kind of was like it had a hold on them. I feel like that very strongly for whatever reason. There could have been manipulation or something involved. Maybe because, I don't know, look, her legs wide fucking open. Maybe there was some kind of sexual energy here involved or something. I don't know. But I feel like somebody sees what's healthy for them and they see what's not healthy for them. And I do feel like there's this energy of wanting to cleanse themselves of whatever that was. Like wanting to break free from it. If this is a masculine energy, Gemini, and this is talking about you, like you're this feminine energy that somebody is breaking away. Like, okay, for some of you, you're like a feminine energy, and your masculine had a choice. And one of these choices, like, I don't know, or maybe you didn't even know about this person, maybe you did, but there's this really nasty energy around this person. This person sees you as somebody who maybe they hurt or they let down in some kind of way, and they want to make that better. Like, they definitely want to turn your frown upside down and bring some joy and pleasure into your life. There could be reconciliation vibes, but it doesn't have to be. This could just be dating, getting to know you, seeing that you've been through a lot, and maybe they did have another option that it wasn't. It's just, it feels kind of karmic-y. I don't know. That's for some of you guys. Take it as it resonates. Always, right? But I do feel like somebody is very focused and dedicated on their healing, but it kind of like maybe they came about this journey in a very exciting and sporadic way. Like, they weren't expecting this, like a unexpected way they came across their healing journey. Okay, what you're healing, what you're cleansing yourself from with these healing waters. Somebody was very manipulative. We have Pisces, Cancerian energy. Okay, we have Cancerian out here twice. Definitely a fire sign involved possibly, but we have a lot of water. Okay, air obviously, but take it as it resonates, Gemini. I just kind of feel like there was somebody around you that was very manipulative. They might have been doing some kind of magic on you. I wasn't going to say it, but I feel like it with this Queen of Wands coming out with this moon. That's giving me magic vibes, and you being cleansed or healed from something like that. Somebody might have put some kind of spiritual attack on you and it was blocked, but maybe some got through or something, or you're just being cleansed of it. I don't know. Either way, some kind of negative energy or energy that was like low vibing, was not honest, had some kind of false motives or something, was keeping shit, you know, hidden. Probably wasn't, the legs wasn't only being open for you either. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, this is kind of a slutty energy too, like a undercover. So for some of you, yeah, you're being cleansed from this energy. I'm getting that very strongly. Like, some of you have definitely like blocked off access to what you feel is a low vibing energy, male or female. Just because we have the Queen of Wands out here, this could have been you activating your power because you saw that. You saw beyond somebody's bullshit. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. But I feel like that's what you cleansed yourself from. And I feel like you had to go through this journey alone, or you had to learn a lot about yourself when it came to this. Yeah, Emperor energy. I feel like you are standing in your power right now, Gemini. Look, this leap of faith or this new beginning is very prominent in your life. It's here, or it's right around the corner, or it's just happened. It's very much in like this, in this present energy. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like you are standing in your power. Aries energy, Aquarius energy again. I'm also kind of getting Aries with the Fool because, you know, it's the first card, but still. It feels like you're refusing to kind of miss out on opportunities anymore over shit that you know is like, it doesn't hold weight is what I'm hearing. Okay, given to passion. Well, actually, you know what I want to, given to passion, the King of Wands came out. Ew. King of Wands out here for the Queen. I am going to keep that, but I actually wanted to ask, with this moon, what was this look? I was going to ask, what was the shit that was going on? What was this that was keep being hidden from Gemini, or nefarious shit, like whatever it's cleansing. Sorry, there's too many cards, guys. I did see the Hierophant, so and it came out reverse. Yeah, for some of you guys, there just was this energy of somebody who was, they were up and down. They didn't know what they want. They were juggling you. Some of you guys are trying to take advantage of you, use you for something. For some of you, there's this energy of, again, we saw two queens. I don't know who I want here. I feel like for some of you, there was somebody who cleansed their energy of a negative energy. It doesn't have to represent this Queen of Wands, but for a second, it did. So you got to take it as it resonates, because I can see shadow aspects in the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, both of them. I'm kind of feeling that energy, and especially with the King coming out here, and we have his match. We have his Queen out here giving into passion. You've been cleansing yourself. There is a soulmate connection. We also have a couple here dancing, or at least, you know, whatever. So I'm kind of getting that energy here. For some of you, somebody has cleansed themselves from something that is not serving them, and they're transitioning into something that is. Whether this King of Wands knows this Queen of Wands yet, or whether this is somebody coming back, or this is somebody, whatever it is, this King of Wands is very focused and trained on this Queen, and I feel like she focused right back, right? Maybe they got their legs open for each other. I don't know. There's something like that, okay? Like, I don't know, because his legs are kind of open too. So maybe they're just really given to a passion with each other. Like, they're done juggling, or they're done with people who are fake or phony. Like, they know what they want. There's something about that, okay? Some of them, I get this energy, Gemini, like, you guys have seen a lot of sadness, or you've suffered a lot of loss. So it's like, when you go through what you don't want, it's easy to recognize what you do, you know? But there is a King of Wands out here that definitely wants to give into passion, okay? We have the Devil energy, and it did come out reversed, guys, and I kind of feel like it meant to, especially with the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, because this is like the exact opposite energy, right? I don't know. I feel like somebody does, like, they have a high sexual urge for you, Gemini. Like, somebody definitely wants to get down and get busy with you, to the point where it's very frustrating for them. I feel like some of them feel like if they could just do it, they'd be able to think straight. But actually, I think it's quite the opposite. Because with the Devil energy here, it's like you're just going to want it more and more and more. Okay? Like, it's not really going to change or get worse, or like, okay, I had it, now I'm satisfied. No, you're going to want it again. That's for some of you guys. For others of you, I see somebody who used to give into very low vibing passions, and they don't want to do that anymore. They want to give into positive passions now. So instead of going around and sleeping with everybody that will take them, they're going to go ahead and start writing, or clean up their house, or go to the gym, or start cooking themselves better meals, or finding some kind of healthy hobby, or maybe going into therapy. There's something about wanting to kind of resist low level urges and give into the passion that's going to give back to you. Because that could be something that you were put into this drought situation in the first place by following those lower level, you know, temptations. That they just lead you to negativity. It's one thing to feel very sexually drawn and in tune with somebody who is healing for you, Gemini. Like, yeah, sexual healing, that's like a real thing. But it's another thing to be, you know, giving that sexual energy to somebody who's causing chaos and corruption and negativity in your life. That's what you're breeding, really. So it's like because you know whatever you're giving passion into here, you are creating something out of that. There's something that's going into the universe, okay? Whether this is actually something, like you're creating music or art, or whether this is, again, you going out there and smashing people who are negative, and now you're putting negative vibes into the universe and into your life. It's something about that. Somebody is resisting this kind of temptation, like nasty energy. That's just what I'm getting. And they're choosing to cleanse themselves of that. Somebody has definitely seen past a karmic energy and is wanting to give passion to something that's going to really bring some kind of like abundance or happiness or growth or something. Like, it feels better, right? That's what I'm getting here. What is this Devil energy representing? Giving into passion. Look, we got the Death card coming out. 5 of Wands. Oh, my deck's upside down. Maybe that's why it came out like that. Because I'm like, why would it come out reverse? But it kind of, yeah. I do get that, though. The reverse. Like, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. There's somebody who, like, you know, they fight this. They fight some kind of, like, a really negative impulse, or an addiction, a toxic habit, or maybe a karmic person or something like that. There is something like that. What is this Devil representing? Something that kind of keeps reappearing but needs to be closed out. This is a cycle that definitely needs to end. Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy. Okay, because it causes a lot of conflict in this person's life, whether this is you or somebody else, Gemini. For some of you, this is damn sure somebody else, and this passion they want to give is to you. Okay? For others of you, this is you. And you feel like that's you. Like, it will resonate if it's for you. It'll resonate, right? I feel like there's a cycle that needs to close, and it's a toxic one. But it kind of, with the Death reverse, I got to be real with you, it's almost like it stop, goes, okay? But somebody's very close to closing this cycle out. I feel it very strongly. Maybe because they want their Empress. We did just see the Emperor. I don't know. I'm not a believer in using people to motivate you to change or be better. I don't believe necessarily in that shit. Okay, you can't change anybody. You can't fix anybody. You can't heal anybody. We teach people how to heal themselves. We show people how to fix themselves by fixing ourselves in most cases, right? So I'm not necessarily too keen on that. But for some people, they do find motivation from outside sources. Like, I don't think enough of myself to quit like smoking or drinking. But if I was to meet somebody that I felt like they were the one, and they were worth it, and it would make somehow my life substantial and important, that I would need to be around a little bit longer, that might be something I would consider. Again, I don't find that to be the most healthiest way of thinking, but what I do find, because I've been somebody that's quit things or done things to please other people, you know, like I started losing weight, you know, to please a guy, and I ended up finishing losing weight and lost over 100 pounds in a year for myself. Like, it started as a weird, cringy, people-pleasing type of thing that I don't recommend. I already said that. But I ended it for myself. And that's something that you do, right? Sometimes we start things with the motivation of somebody coming in that we feel like they're worthy of us being better for them. But then in the end, we see that we're worthy of ourselves being better for us, okay? So, I don't know, okay? That's just kind of what I'm getting. I feel like if there is some kind of temptation that this King of Wands is facing right now, it is somebody who's good at what they do. They're good at tempting. They're good at lying. They're good at acting like whatever. But it is something that's fake. And I feel like you did see through it. You have seen through it. You will see through it, whatever. Or this King of Wands. I have faith that this King of Wands will. Because that's what we've seen in the cards. But who knows, right? Who knows? Okay, let's go ahead and get some advice / additional messages. And then we're going to end this very long reading. 444 when I looked at the timer. Okay, 4044. So 4s are obviously significant. Reclaim your power. I feel like that's exactly what you're doing right now, Gemini, okay? Yep, reclaiming your power by putting up those sacred boundaries. Like I had said in the reading, I feel like some of you guys, you were like, okay, I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign, okay? Ace of base in this bitch. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. Like, you're like, nope, I'm good on that. I already know. Yep. Shake, release, heal, and move on. And that's what you are doing, okay? That is especially what you're inspired to do, or you're asked to do, especially if we're talking about this King of Wands energy that could be currently battling karmic energy, okay? You are being encouraged to shake, release, heal, and move on. Express your sacred boundaries and claim your power. Okay, and know that you're also here to be of service to the world. Like, you are a service to the world. You are valuable to the world just being here. You're valuable to the vibration because you raise it, right? We have almost there. So there is this energy of you're almost at some kind of pivotal point in your life. Okay, we have the opportunity energy on the bottom of the deck. Opportunity could be knocking really soon, Gemini, or it already has, or it is right now. There's immense growth that's happening. You're almost there, though. I feel like for some of you, you've been moving towards this for a while and you're getting there. You're getting very close. Yeah, you are what you think. So you've been nourishing the shadow and you have been battling your own self-confidence, what you deserve, what you put up with, you know? Because if you don't feel like you deserve good things, then you're going to go after things that aren't good for you. Point blank period. Like we were talking about that person who won't quit smoking for themselves, but they'll quit smoking for other people. It's like you don't feel deep down inside that you deserve to have healthy lungs, right? You might feel like you need to have healthy lungs to be able to be with somebody that you love so much, or be able to be a provider or protector or be in their life, you know, because you love them, you care about them. This could even be like your children, using your children as an example, right? Or as some kind of motivation to quit smoking. It's great. At the end of the day, you need to be your biggest motivation because you need to love yourself. You need to put yourself first. Okay, you need to create that healthy relationship with yourself, seeing beyond your past. You're gliding away. That's for some of you guys, I know, right? From what? The illusion. I'm telling you, somebody is spinning illusions, and you've seen it, or you will see it. For some of you, you've already glided past that, you know. Okay, remember, guys, we're all at different stories. Some are here, some are here, some are over there. Okay, anyways, I do either way hope that it helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.